this time. Oh, what? Whoa.
Nice fish.
That's a pretty fish. That's not far off that one I caught.
Oh, this can't be real. Like one bait just for the whole day. Like, how does it not?
It just keeps on catching.
How does it not? It kind of...
Ooh, no way. I guess it is a pool worth fishing. Holy cow. Whoa, guess what? The June bug works. Hey there, True Northers. Welcome back to the channel, to another video. And if you're new here, welcome to True North and appreciate you coming along. So today we're going to talk about the Hellgrammite, the Nikko Hellgrammite in particular. What is the big deal with the Nikko Hellgrammite? What's all the hype about? Here's one right here all the time. But fish can't resist this. This is like a cheeseburger or a piece of pizza or chicken wings to a fish. They just can't say no. Whether you're at a lake, stream, river, creek, most people think these are just, you know, for creeks, rivers. You're going to see in the footage coming up, it's very versatile. It works all over the place. You're going to see a bunch of footage primarily of smallmouth and largemouth bass. But I'll tell you what, rock bass love these things. I catch so many rock bass on the Hellgrammite, it's not even funny. Anyway, but what about the Nikko brand? Because I've tried several brands. I bought my first pack of Nikko baits, I think in 2021 or 2022, I forget which. This color is June bug. This color is pyrite. There's obsidian. There's mud bug. There's all sorts of different colors. But you're going to pay around $8 for a pack of these. That's $2 a bait. You only get 4. That seems pretty expensive, right? Well, it is. I can get, you know, 12 to 15 of another brand for $5 or $6. Here's the deal. I've had several outings where we'll go out and catch 10, 15, 25 fish in a good session on a, you know, day of creek fishing. Same bait. If I don't lose the lure itself, I'll catch that many fish on this same bait. They just can't destroy it. I'll show you how I've got this one rigged. This is just kind of like a Bass Pro version of a weighted head. I really like the Z-Man Finesse baits. They're more expensive and they're a little heavier. This is kind of a more affordable version of that, a light head. I'd use a heavier head in a fast current, but this is good for shallow water, slow current. Anyway, you just keep catching them. And this is basically, you know, I'm just running my finger across there. You're not going to snag, but they can clamp down on that. So I'm not going to thread one for you, but sometimes I'll use like a swinging head. Sometimes I'll just use a, you know, a straight Gamakatsu or Eagle Claw, like a 1/0 or 2/0 with a little lead weight. But, you know, you just thread it through the nose. I'm not going to I'll do this in another video, but thread it through in the back. I'm scared I'll get nervous and screw it up on film. But check this out. Fish can just, they cannot destroy this thing. They can't. Here's a few other cool things. They float. So you're going to be riding like this if you're just letting it sit on the bottom. The current's going to be moving that. It's so tantalizing. Fish just, they love it. Sometimes I'll just go bare hook and let it, because these float. A bare hook like this without a weight, if it's a shallow creek and slow, this will just slowly sink. And it's such a finesse presentation, but sometimes it's just dynamite. And they'll even hit it on top. So, you know, for the money, when I think that I can catch 20, 30, 50 fish or more on the same bait, I mean, now what are you paying? 5 cents a bait? When you look at it per fish. 10 cents a bait? I don't know. But I know I've caught fish on different brand Hellgrammites that work great, but sometimes I'll only catch 1 fish, 2 fish, maybe 4 fish, and then it's just trashed and I got to put a new one on. So I'm a fan of Nikko. You'll have to decide for yourself. I think they're a great company. They take a lot of pride in their work and their baits. They put their heart and soul into it. And and they're scent impregnated too. So they put out a little bit of scent, and I just think they're awesome. So, but get some and try for yourself. So enjoy the video. Well, friends, this first fish that you're going to see here is I think the first big smallmouth I ever caught on a Hellgrammite. This was back in 2022 in my home creek. And I used to actually fish with straight braid when I first started fishing here, which I really don't recommend. There's no stretch, and it's a miracle I ever even landed anything. But you'll see that I still managed to land this fish, and this is where I first started really becoming a believer in the Hellgrammite.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh,
That's a beautiful smallmouth right there. The old NIKKO Hellgrammite. Do the old arm measure here. Finger to, yeah, that's a 16, maybe a 17-inch fish. All right, let's get you back in the water. Thank you, fish. Thank you. That's a dandy inner city fish. Okay. Whoa. There he goes.
This next fish you're gonna see, my buddy Justin and I went out, I think it was the day before Father's Day in 2023, again in my home creek. Had an excellent afternoon. We waded a long way. He caught a nice fish at the end of the day, and I set him up with a NIKKO Hellgrammite, and he had never fished with one before, and he was just blown away by how many fish he was able to catch on that same bait.
golly,
We got into some good ones.
This can't be real. Like one bait just for the whole day. Like, how does it not?
It just keeps on catching.
How does it not? It kind of twisted up on me. That nobody
Right.
cares.
Normally I rig them sideways, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
It just keeps on catching.
You just gotta believe it to receive it.
Yeah.
This is some footage of one of my favorite creeks in west central Indiana, one of the prettiest places that I get to fish. And this was just an amazing morning of fishing, and I caught several big fish, one really nice one, and the trip started and ended with catching the same fish twice under a big sycamore tree. So you'll see the second time I catch that fish, and you'll see a really nice smallmouth that I caught in the middle of this adventure.
Fishing amongst the logs. Look at that. Well, I think that was the same fish that hit 2 times before. Gonna be tough beating a fish like that. Oh, that was a fish. No way. Oh, he's coming right at me. Is it the same fish? Same fish we caught right under here before? I thought I was snagged, and all of a sudden I saw that fish come up. Wow. Might be a good ending. I think that thing, I think we'll be able to tell if this is the same fish or not. I'll tell you one thing, this fish likes Hellgrammites. It's the same fish. He's got the scar on his head. Look at that. Same scar. We caught that fish 2 hours ago right over there by that sycamore. Right over there. That's your home. You need to stay in your home so we can catch you again. That fish likes to party. Wow. Well,
Hey, here comes some proof for you that you don't have to be fishing a stream or a creek or a river for fish to want to snack on a Hellgrammite. This is a little pond that is in the middle of a field. You got to walk forever to get to it. I've never seen anybody fish there. You'd never even think there was fish in it, but sure enough there is. So here's proof that all sorts of fish other than smallmouth bass also love the NIKKO Hellgrammite in ponds, lakes, etc.
oh, look at that fish. Oh, look how red the fins are. That is so cool. That was really exciting. Off she goes.
Hey, my buddy Mike and I got to take a nice long wade in 2024 down a section of the famous Sugar Creek, and it took a while to get on him, but once we did, we really got into him. And when I finally coming back, I said, you know what, if we just want to catch some fish, I'm just going to put on a Hellgrammite, because I've been throwing top water and different things and doing all right. It was hit and miss. As soon as I put that Hellgrammite on, I just started slaying them. So you'll see a couple of those fish here.
Yeah, this one. Dude, we finally got a good one.
There you go.
You want to lip them for me?
Yeah.
So it doesn't flop around?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's a great one.
And there we go.
Terrific.
I thought I was snagged for a minute when I set that hook, but I saw my line moving. Ah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get a picture of you holding that fish. Yeah. The good old June bug Hellgrammite, you can't go wrong with it. It's just, we had to work really hard to finally get into a good, oh, that felt good to finally get into a big fish. Hey, come on, what are you thinking, man? He'll find his way.
Well, we never...
Will he find his way?
There you go. There he goes.
Hey.
It's beautiful. He has
Again, proof that you don't have to just fish the Hellgrammite in rivers or creeks. This was a trip I got to take with my friend Dan, and we fished a very clear reservoir in northern Indiana, and there's lots of crayfish in there, but they sure seemed to think that this Hellgrammite looked like a crayfish. And again, we struggled. We caught some, but as soon as I put on a Hellgrammite, I really started getting into them. So that's what you're going to see now. This water's so clear, we've got probably 10 feet of visibility. No weeds. There is zero weeds anywhere. It's all rock. So we're getting hung up a little bit. But this Hellgrammite has been kind of getting the bite going a little better for us. Got a Hellgrammite on a little swing head. I'll show you here in a minute. I'll let this guy go. Yeah, just a natural Hellgrammite on that swinging head. We got Dan hooked up with a Hellgrammite, so I'm hoping he'll get into a smallie now. They're on the bottom, man. They are on the bottom. I was okay, now this is fun. I mean, it's been fun the whole time, but oh. Okay, this final segment you're going to see is my home creek. You know, I've had some times where I've caught between 10 and 25 or even close to 30 smallmouth in a day or in a session on the same bait. And this is one of those times fishing with these guys right here. And I've become a real fan of this June bug color. I like a lot of the colors: obsidian, mud bug, pyrite. There's several colors, but I really like this June bug. And I never really fished with purple until about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Anyway, it did really well, and you'll see I gotta walk through some really sketchy stuff sometimes when I'm fishing my home creek or to get to some of my spots. But once I get down there, it's usually worth it. So that's what you'll see here. You're gonna see a lot of fish caught on the same bait. And this was the first time that I ever fished with June bug color. I got holes in my shirt, holes in my socks, holes in my pants. I might just spend the night at a homeless camp here. I know some of these guys, so I'd be fine. I got a little Hellgrammite, a NIKKO Hellgrammite in a June bug color. And I always fish the black and naturals. I don't have a weight, so this is gonna sink very slowly. Maybe I'll hit it on top even, but this is gonna be a very slow, natural finesse presentation. We'll start with that. How you guys doing? Good. Cool. Oh yeah, True North. Yeah. Hey man. I'm Corey. There we go. First fish. Hey guys. Look at that. Well, apparently they like it without a weight. Man, that guy's all cut up on his back. Wow, look at that wound. Hey, first fish on the June bug. First fish on the June bug. All right. That's a good start.
That's a good start. Here we go. They're loving this thing. They're liking this lure. Hey guys, have a good night. Can't tell if that's a pool worth fishing or not. Oop, no way. I guess it is a pool worth fishing. Holy cow. Whoa. Oh man. And just like that, casting into the sun, we tag into a bruiser. Oh man. You know what, I'm gonna go over here in the shade, land this on the sand. Oh, he's pinned really good. Guess what? The June bug works. That's a gorgeous fish. Oh, that's a gorgeous fish. Can't keep him off the hook. Oh, better fish, I can't tell. I mean, just it's an upgrade from all these little dinks, but we're coming up on kind of the tail end of this pool. There's a bit of a boulder field right there, and I'm hoping we'll catch a toad. Boy, the bite was on fire tonight, and that little June bug Hellgrammite without a weight was just unbelievable.